live on all of them?
Yep, we're live.
Alright. What's good, guys? Oh, is that sorted? All good. What's up, guys? Joseph Brackets here. I'm doing a multi-live stream at the moment, so I'm live streaming from my Facebook page, I'm live streaming from Instagram, Periscope, and also YouTube Live. So we've got a tripod stand which has 4 different camera holds. So if you see my eyes wandering everywhere, that's why, because there's many different cameras. Anyway, today I'm going to take you through my back workout. I'm going to show you what exercise I do, the rep ranges that I use, and how many sets I perform. Now, if you guys have any questions about anything at all, whether it be training, nutrition, supplementation, or just anything about life, feel free to ask me and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. My camera guy, Tyrell, or my girlfriend Mariam will be asking me any of your questions, and then I'll reply back to you guys. I've also got my girlfriend Snapchatting me behind the scenes, so we're technically live on 5 different platforms. Ask your comments now, guys.
How much rest do you do between sets?
How much rest?
Yeah.
My rest periods vary depending on which muscle group I'm training. For example, if I'm training legs and I do a big heavy set, you know, a 20 rep set of squats, then my rest period could be 2 to 5 minutes. Now if I'm doing biceps and I do a set of hammer curls, my rest period could be 30 seconds. So it really depends. Anyway guys, for today's back workout, the first exercise that I'm doing is close grip pull downs, and I'm supersetting that with behind the head pull downs, sitting reverse. So I'm going to do 3 sets for each exercise. That was the first exercise. Now we're doing a superset with reverse. And for the reverse, I'm going to be using a wide grip.
Tom Raymond's asking, what's better for gaining muscle size? Volume reps or heavy weights? So that's Tom from Facebook.
Good question, Tom. In order to grow muscle, it is from overload. Now there are many different forms of overload, whether it be weight overload, volume overload, stress, tension, many different forms of overload. So my best advice there is to do a variety of both. Sometimes go heavy with low volume, other times focus more on volume workouts. So lots of sets, lots of exercises. Is there a problem with that one? We good? Alright guys, so the reason I'm doing a close grip pull down, what's up?
That's fine.
That's good?
Yep.
Alright. So the reason I'm doing a close grip pull down is because when you do a close grip pull down, your elbows stay in front of your body. When your elbows are in front of your body, you're pulling down with the entire lat, especially the lower lat, so you get that lower lat insertion. When you're doing a wide grip pull down, your elbows tend to go behind your back. So it ends up missing a lot of the lower lat activation, and the upper back is heavily activated. So that's the reason for me doing a close grip pull down.
Adrian McCann from Instagram is asking, how do you avoid plateaus?
How do you avoid plateaus? It depends what you plateau in. Now a plateau could be anything, whether it be a plateau in weight loss or a plateau in muscle gain. So depending on what it is, you need to change something, whether it be changing your diet or changing your workout program. Let's say weight loss, for example. You're trying to burn fat, you're trying to lose fat. Say you've been dieting for a while and you automatically get to a stage where you're just not dropping any weight. That means you have to change something. So either decrease your calories or increase your energy expenditure by more workouts or more cardio. Alright, second set guys.
Shout out to Brett Harmon on
What's
Facebook.
up, Brett? So for everyone that doesn't know, Brett Harmon, he's one of my customer support people at Joseph Brackets Fitness. He's the manager of my support team. Been my best mate since 5 years old. We're now both 26. Actually, he turns 26 tomorrow, Friday. And now he works for me.
Liam says, I'm going to Malta next month. Any chance I can borrow your body?
To where?
Malta. He wants to borrow your body for his holiday.
So see when I do this one, guys, my elbow, because I'm using a close grip, my elbows are in front of my body. That really helps me activate that lower part of the lat. Now for the superset, reverse. The reason I'm doing reverse wide grip, this is a very good exercise for working the middle and lower traps. So that is the middle part of your back.
Ryan from Facebook wants to know, what is a superset?
So Ryan from Facebook, what's a superset? Well, basically a superset is two different exercises done back to back. Usually a superset is the same muscle group with two different exercises. For example, what I'm doing now, or I'll give you an example for chest. You could do dumbbell press and then superset that with dumbbell fly right away without any rest in between. So there's two different exercises done back to back, and that is a superset. It's a great way to put more stress, more tension on the muscle, which leads to more muscle growth.
And Benji says from Instagram, what's the most essential supplements you could not go without?
The most essential supplements? First off, diet is always going to be number one, guys. But in regards to supplements, the most important, in my opinion, multivitamin and fish oil. Nothing can compare to those two. Those are the staples I use all the time. Multivitamin and fish oil. Apart from that, the other supplements that I would recommend that will very benefit you would be creatine monohydrate, digestive enzymes to help you digest your food, break down the nutrients, and I wouldn't actually say anything else a staple. I wouldn't even say protein powder a staple, because you can get your protein from your protein foods such as chicken, tuna, steak, eggs.
Jacob Oakley from Facebook, I've been dieting for just over a week. I've been good, but tonight I had an Easter egg. Have I failed?
No, you haven't failed. Just get back on track tomorrow and back to your normal diet, your normal routine. You can slip off here and there. You got to remember, it's just about staying consistent. So when you do fall off, don't let it get you down. Don't let it get to you. Just ignore it. It's in the past. You can't turn back time. Just focus on the future now. Back on your diet, back on your training program. Keep going forward.
Reese Hudson, is your muscles being sore the next day the only way to know if you are building muscle?
Nope. Muscle soreness, you don't need to have sore muscles in order to grow. Muscle soreness does not indicate muscle growth. However, muscle soreness does mean you've had a good workout, and a good workout usually leads to muscle growth, providing your diet is on point. However, you do not need to have sore muscles in order for them to grow. So don't get too caught up in if your muscles are sore or not. Sorry if you see my eyes wandering everywhere, guys. It's because if you just join me, I'm doing a live stream on multiple platforms right now. My camera guy has a multi-tripod, and we're going live stream on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Periscope, and then my girlfriend's also Snapchatting me. So if you wonder why my eyes are wandering everywhere, that is why. Any questions from YouTube?
From YouTube. From Instagram, we have a lot of snap squats.
Today's Snap Squad winners will be winning supplements.
What's your opinion on using wrist straps on back day?
My opinion on wrist straps for back day? Yes, very beneficial. Do I use wrist straps all the time? No, I don't. For example, if I'm doing deadlifts, I'll try do most of my sets of deadlifts without wrist straps, and I'll only use wrist straps when I very need them and my grip cannot hold the weight that I'm going to be lifting. But majority of the time I try to let my forearms do the work, so I build my forearm strength up and my forearm mass.
Baha, thoughts on progressive overload versus time over tension?
Time over tension can be a form of progressive overload. The more time under tension, if you progressive overload in that, that is a form of progressive overload.
Okay. How do you increase vascularity?
How do you increase vascularity? Good question, and that could be many different factors. So obviously genetics could play a part in that. The more muscle mass you have, the more vascular you could be. the lower your body fat, the more vascularity is going to show, and also ways you can manipulate it through diet. So if you've been dieting, very low in calories, low in sodium, low in potassium, low in carbs for quite a period of time, and then you have a big meal high in sodium, high in fat, high in carbs, you'll notice your muscles will get so full, so pumped up, and there'll be veins everywhere throughout your body. So high sodium definitely brings up the veins, especially if you've been low sodium for a long period of time. Anyway guys, this was 3 sets on here. So now I'm going to go to a rowing machine, which is just around here. So not too far.
Do you recommend creatine to women to build muscle?
Do I recommend creatine to women? Yes, I do. Creatine is a very beneficial supplement. It is one of the most studied supplements in the fitness industry. Creatine is good for muscle growth, muscle strength, muscle endurance, muscle power, explosive power and all that. So it also holds water in the muscle cell, giving you the appearance of muscle fullness. So creatine is definitely a supplement that I recommend everyone should be using.
Araka, how do you avoid injuries and help increase recovery time from Facebook?
Always best to warm up. So before you train a muscle group, always do a few warm-ups just to get the blood flow into the muscle. You could also, stretch, dynamic stretching before you train. It's a good way for injury prevention. Alright, so I'm going to do 3 sets on this one, guys. What this is, it's a seated row. Now the technique that I like to do when I'm performing this is a little bit different to probably what you've been taught. Now the original way that you get taught when doing this exercise is to keep your form completely straight and just go like this. Personally, when I do this, I find it's just my biceps muscle, my biceps pulling the weight. So the way I like to perform this, it's a way that Arnold also used to like to do it. The technique that I use is I go right the way forward with the weight and I stretch my lats. So I'm right the way here, and then I pull all the way back, I contract, squeeze my back, and then I extend over a little bit more just to get that contraction of the back. So my form's not like this. When I do this, it's just my arms. So I go right the way forward and right the way back. I really exaggerate the movement, and I find that is far superior to really activating the back. So right the way forward, stretch the lats, overextend. So each rep I really puff my chest up and get that over-exaggerated extension. It really helps. And don't forget, if you like my live streams, guys, give me a thumbs up or heart if you're on Facebook, whatever it is.
Rocky Martin Hudson from Facebook. Why did you work biceps before back? So he's obviously seen your Snapchat.
Yep.
Is it best to work the secondary muscle before the primary?
Usually not. So in most cases, I would do the bigger muscle first. So for example, if I did chest and triceps, I would usually do chest first, the bigger muscle, and then triceps at the end of the workout. However, I do like to mix it up from time to time. And the reason I did my biceps first today, and then back second, was because last time I live streamed was a bicep workout. I don't want to give you guys 2 bicep live streams.
Nathan from Instagram.
Yep.
Can you still build muscle without consuming the correct amount of protein each day?
Yes, you can, but your gains will be limited and minimal. You should always aim to get at least 1 gram of protein per pound of your lean body weight. That is to ensure that you get optimal muscle growth. So to work out your lean body mass, it's your total body weight, take away your body fat percentage, and that is a rough estimate of your lean body weight.
Devil from Instagram says, you are my goal and motivation. I love what you do, and thanks to you, I'm up a ton of muscle. Started at 140 and now I'm 187. About to start cutting to get my little gut off. So shout out to Devil.
Thank you, Devil. I appreciate that comment, and thank you to everyone else who leaves the comments. I do appreciate it, and I do see all your comments, so thank you guys.
Do you have any current specials on?
Yes, I do have a current special on, my 12-week program. So if you're on Facebook, click the link above the video. If you're on YouTube, click the link in the description box. If you're on Instagram, click the link in my bio. And if you're on Periscope, which is Twitter, the link's also there. So click the link and check out my 12-week program, what it includes, and check out the current deal that I have on for you guys right now.
What is the link anyway?
The short link, you can just go to my website, josephbarketsfitness.com, and click on the 12-week transmission tab. Or if you want the short link, it's jrf.tips/results. Alright, so this is my second set, guys. Each set I progress up in weight.
And anyone who signs up can win a trip to New Zealand, correct?
Correct.
So maybe just take them through that after.
So that's right, guys. Also for this month, anyone who joins up my 12-week program goes on the draw and you could win a trip to come to New Zealand, which is where I live. All flights paid for, all accommodation paid for, all your food paid for, everything taken care of. Come here for 4 days and train with me. So that's anyone who signs up to a 12-week program this month. For more info, just click the link. Alright, so I got one more set of this, guys.
Country Boy from Instagram Live says, so far I'm really liking the program of yours.
Who said that?
Country Boy Cam.
Oh, thank you, Cam.
Okay. What's the best exercise to build mass in the middle back?
Best exercise to build mass in the middle back. One of my favorite exercises. Reverse behind the head pull downs, which is the second exercise I did today, guys. That really activates the middle and the lower traps, and that is the middle area of the back.
Okay, Brandon Lee, quick question. Every time I train, my body feels like it's always going to cramp up or pull a muscle. Any reason why?
If you feel like your body's going to cramp, and maybe you're low in electrolytes, so make sure you're hydrated, drink a lot of water, supplement with magnesium, potassium, and also sodium, and hopefully that will prevent your muscle cramps.
And does your program cater for halal diets?
Does my program cater for halal diets? Yes, it does. All of my meal plans are 100% personalized to my clients and their specific goals. So any food requirements or specifications that you guys need, just let me know and I can base the diet around anything to suit your guys' lifestyle. No problem at all. And if you're allergic to any foods, that's also not a problem. I won't include them in your meal plans.
Okay.
Third and final set.
Kenny, do you always train to failure every time with every muscle? I'll hit it hard, then retain that muscle part a few days later and hard to hit hard level again. What's best supplement to recover muscle?
I don't train to failure every set, but most of my sets I do train to failure, you know. And sometimes past failure, so I'll get the extra spot from a mate or someone in the gym to get those force reps out because that'll help with extra muscle growth. What was the second question? Supplements for recovery. Obviously, protein powder. Now you don't need to use protein powder if you get enough protein in your diet from whole foods like chicken, eggs, fish, tuna. But protein powder is very convenient, so the ones that directly affect muscle recovery, protein powder.
Question from YouTube, is it good to cardio on empty stomach?
Cardio on an empty stomach. Now this is a very common question that I get asked all the time. Is cardio on an empty stomach good? Yes and no. So it's really hard to explain, but will you burn more body fat doing cardio in a fasted state compared to a fed state? The answer is yes, but also no. So if you do cardio in a fasted state, will you burn more body fat than doing it in a fed state? Yes, you will, because you are depleted, you've got nothing in you, and you're going to be burning body fat. However, comparing two scenarios, both on identical diets, so say for example this person is on 2,500 calories and this person is on 2,500 calories. If person A was doing their cardio in a fasted state and person B was doing their cardio in a fed state, person A doing their cardio in a fasted state would burn more body fat during the cardio because they're fasted. Now, person B would burn less fat during the cardio because they're in a fed state. However, they would burn more calories. Now, person A, later on in the day, would burn less body fat because they're consuming those calories that they didn't burn. Now, person B would burn more body fat during the day because they've burned their calories through cardio in the morning. So you got to remember, if both scenarios are equal amounts of calories, the overall fat loss, comparing both scenarios, is going to be identical, whether you do your cardio in a fed state or a fasted state. So will you burn more body fat over the 24-hour period, comparing fasted cardio to fed state cardio? The results are going to be exactly the same. So my best advice there is to do cardio whenever suits you best.
Cool, okay. And Adam from Instagram says, thanks for all the tips on Snapchat and Instagram. They motivate me and really helping me in my progression. Currently bulking up to 80 kg. So shout out to Adam.
Oh, thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. Anyway, guys, it's my next set. I've been talking too much. I'll do my next set and then answer a few more questions. So right the way forward, get a good stretch. I'm going to go through some assisted pull-ups now, guys. The reason I like assisted pull-ups is because you can really focus on working the back muscles.
Question on YouTube, is there a quick way to lose body fat quick?
Is there a quick way to lose body fat quick? Yes, there is. Diet cardio. Obviously, you don't want to aim to lose it too quick, because if you do it too quick, you will end up losing a bit of muscle mass, which is not what you want. If you do need help though, with fat loss, I'm more than happy to have you as a client. Just visit my website.
Chitang 1000, best way to increase strength?
Best way to increase strength. Train with heavy weights, keep the rep range low, have a spotter to get you those few force reps. That way you can experience weight that you wouldn't normally do before, and your body will adapt to the heavier weight. Those will be weight for strength. But the best way is obviously just heavy weight, low rep range.
Graham wants to know, where are your kicks from?
Kicks?
Yeah, Nike.
Hyper Dunks, Nike. Yeah, East Bay.
East Bay.
East Bay.
Okay. Nicholas, Joseph, please respond. Would you superset biceps, triceps as the last thing after a bicep and tricep workout? Or what exercises would you superset with both of those, triceps or biceps?
Okay, so a lot of people do superset two different muscle groups together, but personally I don't find the benefit in that unless you're trying to save time for your workout. When I do a superset, I always like to superset the same muscle group so you can hit the same muscle group twice. I believe just supersetting two different muscle groups like biceps and triceps together, you're just getting less of a set for your second exercise, you know what I mean? So I always prefer to superset two exercises of the same muscle group. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Someone here says they want to get bigger, so I assume they want to bulk, but they also want a six-pack. Is an abs workout going to affect muscle growth?
No, an abs workout won't affect muscle growth. Obviously, when you're bulking, you're training hard, eating a lot of calories in order to gain the muscle growth. Now, a lot of people don't train the abs when they're bulking because they think, oh, I'm bulking, I'm not going to be able to see my abs, which is not always true, so they don't end up training their abs. But what you have to remember is when you're bulking, that is the best time for your abs to actually get some growth. So train your abs hard during the bulking phase, and that's when they're going to gain some size. And then when you lower your body fat, when you do a diet, when you do a cut, that's when your abs will be more defined because there'll be more size to abdominals, which will create deeper muscle cuts. Anyway, I talk too much, I got to do my next set.
Quick question, Jeffrey wants to know, what is the best time to take BCAAs?
Any time is fine to take BCAAs, but if I had to pick a specific time, it would be pre-workout, post-workout, intra-workout, and during cardio. So this exercise here, guys, is assisted pull-ups. It's similar to a normal pull-up machine, except my knees are on here and there is weight there. And what that does, it makes my body weight lighter. So I can get a few more reps out and I can really focus on working the back muscle instead of just pulling my body up with everything I have. So when I do this, I actually like to use partial range of motion. So just a nice small movement. And what that does, it just keeps the stress and the tension on the muscle the whole time.
We've got a question here. I'm not in a bad shape, but I want to get shredded.
Yep.
I stopped training 7 months ago.
Yep.
If I train home doing push-ups and pull-ups and abs while dieting, can I get in good shape?
Well, it's better than nothing. It's better than sitting on the couch playing Xbox. So yes, but could you get better results going to a gym with a fully equipped gym? Yes, you could. So, you know, what most people do when they train at home, they lose motivation and it doesn't become anything serious. If you want real results, if you want fast results, the best thing is always to join a gym. You can't beat it.
Toby from Instagram says, my previous comment on YouTube stands, hands down, the best trainer to explain every single workout routines and variations. Thanks again, Joseph, for the information you provide. So that's from Toby from Instagram and YouTube.
Thank you, Toby. I appreciate your comment and thank you for following me on the multiple social media platforms. I do appreciate that. So thank you, Toby.
We'll ask some more after this set.
So check out how I do this one, guys. I'm just using a partial range of motion, keeping all the tension in my back. One more set for that, and then finish off one more exercise, and that's going to be the end of my that's going to be the end of my back workout. That's a bit of a tongue twister.
Lyle, if I'm working out at a late hour, I'm talking around 11 p.m.
Yep.
Is it okay to take a post-workout whey protein shake, or is it too late?
No, perfectly fine. I would definitely advise to take something as well. You know, you've just trained and you want to get something in you, so yeah, take it.
Cool.
No problem.
How to preserve muscle if I can't train?
Keep your protein intake high and don't go on too much of a calorie deficit.
Cool. Albert said he did legs on Saturday.
Yep.
Should he deadlift on Sunday?
Yes and no. Like I've done deadlifts straight after a big leg day. Obviously you want to try to separate them as much as you can because obviously deadlift is still going to be leg involvement. What you could do, if you're doing your deadlifts for a back day, maybe do rack pulls instead. So rack pull is a deadlift, just off a higher platform, which it's got two benefits. There's no leg involvement, and it's higher, so you can put more weight on the bar, which means you can put more weight on the back. So give that a go.
Brian, when I curl, how do I take the strain off my forearms? More reps on curls makes my forearms burn. How do I fix this?
A tip or technique that I like to do when training biceps to take the stress off my forearms is to not wring its neck. Just hold it, just hold the weight. Like a lot of people, they squeeze it so tight and they curl. Just hold it gently and just use your biceps to curl the weight. So try not to squeeze the weight too hard when you're doing the exercise.
Brendan, is it not okay to have a rest day? So Brendan will answer that question right after this set.
Track I really love to play out on the dance floor, and in this show, it's a track that recently has been released on Megatron Records. This is Relentless with Impact.
Is it not okay to have a rest day? You should always have a rest day. Let your body recover, let your central nervous system recover. And what you have to remember is every time you're in the gym, you're not growing your muscles. When you're in the gym, you're actually breaking your muscle down. It's when you're recovering, when you're resting, that's when your muscle grows. So I definitely advise at least 1 or 2 rest days per week. It can be hard.
How long should I wait to train after I've had my breakfast?
Depends on what your breakfast is. If it's a massive, big, high carb meal, I'd wait at least 2 hours until that gets digested and into your system. If it's something light, like maybe a protein shake and a banana, you could train within 30 minutes or half or an hour. So it depends on the volume of your meal, but I'd say 1 or 2 hours. Next exercise I'm doing, guys, is reverse cable flies. One of my favorite exercises, and also a very good exercise for building the middle and lower traps, which I just explained for another exercise.
Andy says your advice to using a spotter to help lift heavier weights to increase strength sounds good, but I don't have a gym buddy and I wouldn't dare ask a stranger to spot me. Any tips on how I can overcome this?
Honestly, most people are scared of asking someone in the gym for a spot, but what you have to remember is, just think of it this way, if someone asked you for a spot, would you ever say no? You wouldn't. Like, everyone in the gym is friendly at the end of the day. There's no harm in asking someone. I ask randoms all the time, can you give me a spot? And then you end up becoming friends with them. So don't be scared or don't be afraid to ask someone for a spot. Just, the only way to find out is to ask them.
How old were you when you started working out?
I joined the gym in 2010. I think I was about 17. When I first joined the gym, I didn't know what I was doing. Biceps, chest every day. No back or no legs.
Do you want to just tell the new people who have just joined some of the live platforms the trip to New Zealand promo you've got going?
Yep. Alright, so for everyone that's just joined me on this live stream, wherever you are, I'm live streaming on multiple platforms at the moment. So my camera guy has a tripod stand, which you can't see at the moment, but it's got 4 different holders. And I'm live streaming on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Periscope Live, which is Twitter, and YouTube Live also, and then my girlfriend's Snapchatting behind the scenes. So wherever you are, whatever platform you are on, if you just joined, I'll go over one of my specials that I have. So if you join my 12-week program this month, the link is in the description box or above the video, depends where you're watching it. If you join my 12-week program for this month, it is only going to be $7 per week if you join for the full 12 weeks. Plus, anyone who joins goes in the draw to win a free trip to New Zealand, all expenses paid for, all flights, all accommodation, all food, everything taken care for 4 days here in New Zealand. You'll come to my gym here, Wolf's Gym, and you'll get a workout with me for 4 days, and we'll hang out, whatever. So, yeah, go for a cruise in my car. Yeah, whatever you guys want to do, we can do that. So anyone who joins up today, that applies, or this month, sorry, that applies to all of you. And my 12-week program includes everything that you guys need. Monthly updated personalized meal plans, workout programs, extreme ab workouts, extreme fat burning cardio routines, a free supplement guide, extreme fat burning routines, I think I just mentioned that, 24/7 customer support, plus 100% money back guarantee if you don't get the results that you want. So you got nothing to lose, apart from body fat. Right, next set.
Aaron wants to know, do you know how to prevent stretch marks?
Yes, I do. I'll answer after this. What's the question?
How to prevent stretch marks.
How to prevent stretch marks. Right. So on my website, guys, I have an awesome article explaining this in full detail. I go over everything that you need to know, but a quick rundown. Specific vitamins and minerals, vitamin A, vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin E all directly affect the skin. So vitamin C helps with the collagen in your skin. Stretch marks are a result from lack of collagen. When there's a lack of collagen in the skin, it's lack of, it won't be able to stretch as much, so therefore you'll get stretch marks. So make sure you have a lot of vitamin C. Vitamin A will help heal scars, which are your stretch marks. A lot of water, keep your body hydrated. When you're dehydrated, that's when you can get a stretch mark, because your skin can easily get the stretch. And zinc is also another one that directly affects stretch marks in the skin. So zinc, vitamin E, vitamin C, and vitamin A. And plenty of water, and you can also rub cocoa butter or vitamin E or bio oil onto your stretch marks if you have them already, and that will help heal them. But if you want more details on that, guys, go to my website, josephfitness.com, click on the article tab, and then read the article about stretch marks.
Brittany says, do you have any body fat tips to get the muscles to show?
Yep. The lower your body fat, the more muscle definition you're going to have. And the only way to lower your body fat is through diet, weight training, and cardio. So if you're not losing fat, increase your cardio or decrease your calories. So this exercise here, guys, reverse flies. I grab opposite angles. Using my back muscles, my middle traps, my lower traps, and also my rear deltoids, I extend the weight up and I squeeze it. Alright, so I'm going to do one more set of this, guys, and that's going to be the end of my back workout. So any more questions that you guys have, feel free to ask me now.
Shout out to Seth Lord.
Shout out to Seth Lord.
AJ McCann, does the speed of your workout time, so time between sets, make a difference on muscle growth? Also, what are the ways to combat tiredness before the workout?
There's rest periods in between sets, did you say?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Sometimes it can be more beneficial to have a longer rest period because you can get a better working set for your next set. Sometimes it can be more beneficial to have a shorter rest period because you hit the muscle twice with less rest period, which is more stress, more tension on the muscle, which could lead to further muscle growth. So there can be pros and cons from both ways.
Kata Fitness, what do you think about a full body workout routine?
Full body workout routines can be good from time to time. I personally prefer split workouts, so training 1 or 2 muscle groups at a time, but there are benefits in full body workouts.
Joseph, how many times do you hit calves?
Calves are a very stubborn muscle group, man. the fuckers don't want to grow. Sorry. didn't glass them alive. They don't want to grow, but what I've found works best for me is hitting them hard, fast, about 2 or 3 times per week. So frequency has Frequency has helped me a lot in getting my calves to grow. Right, lastly, guys. And that was my last exercise done for back, and that was the end of my back workout. A quick tip when doing this exercise though, you want to focus on keeping your arms as straight as possible and just using your back. What a lot of people do is they end up bending their elbows, and what that does, it ends up working a bit of the tricep muscle for this exercise, which is not what you're trying to do. So keep your arms straight and just focus on the back being worked. Alright, I'll answer 2 more questions and then I'm going to end the live stream there.
Cool. When should you do kata? At the start of a workout or at the end?
When should you do cardio? It doesn't really matter. You can do cardio anytime. It's not going to make any difference in regards to fat loss. However, I wouldn't advise to do cardio before you train weights because you're just using some of the energy that you need for the weight training. So in that case, I do it post-workout.
Okay, and tips to prevent from getting light headaches probably before or after a workout?
Make sure you've got enough fuel in you, so enough food before you train. Apart from that, keep hydrated and don't overdose on the pre-workouts. If you do that, you should be all good. Anyway guys, that is the end of my live stream today. Thanks for watching from wherever you've been, whether it be YouTube Live, Instagram Live, Facebook Live, or Periscope. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be doing more live streams soon, so see you guys very soon. If you want to watch this whole replay again, it will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, so you can check it out there. And don't forget, if you need help with a personal meal plan or workout program, you can visit my website. Just click the link above the video or below the video, or in my bio if you're on Instagram. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to go get some sushi now, and then I'm off to the offices. See you guys soon.